Our team has been spinning up a lot of sites using UA Quickstart, and we recently found an inconvenience in the site building workflow. When you're building a one-off website, this isn't worth fixing. You just deal with it 10 or 15 times and move on. But when you're using shared assets that will affect 5, 10, or 50 of your other sites, it's worth taking 30 minutes to smooth out this rough edge. UA Quickstart has a single source repository for the project, which we clone to our own local workspace using git clone. Developing locally allows for faster and lower risk development. Your website shouldn't be a Frankenstein of experiments. This workflow enforces you to doing all of that in your own local workspace and only pushing up the code that works. When you've got a well-documented workflow, more people can contribute to the project. For example, I'm not a developer, so I can't really contribute new features, but I can Control F to find a string and rearrange an array. And when I know that it's going to go through an automated build process and the code is going to be reviewed, I can be confident that I'm not going to break anything, and if I don't present the optimal solution, I'll learn something. Everything ties back to a Jira ticket. We name our directory after it and we start all of our commit messages with it. This keeps all of our pull requests tied to the ticket and vice versa. This is hugely beneficial for documentation and reference as well as for communication. We then use drush-make to build a local copy of the site. This is our first test, because if it doesn't build here, then we've introduced a problem. We also keep all of our configuration in code so that it can also be version controlled and helps with this automated build process. Once we get this Drupal Quickstart site built locally, we can go in to verify that our change is working as expected, and then we'll push our changes and create a pull request. Once we create a pull request in Bitbucket, our Slack integration lets everyone involved in the project know about the PR so that they can review it. Back in Bitbucket, we can see when our build process passes the automated tests, building the environment and installing Quickstart. We can click into Probo CI to see the work that is already done, and then we can click on a link to see a live build of the site. Back in Bitbucket, we can see that people are reviewing the code changes for best practices, security, maintainability, accessibility, responsiveness, etc. And this carries over to Slack so that everyone has visibility into the change. If it passes all the reviews, then it gets merged, and Quickstart is just a little bit better for everyone.